Not everyone is suited for parenting. While the vast majority are competent in raising children, there are people who really shouldn't be. This is what happens when you leave parenting to an entitled and incompetent parent. Today's tale. Am I the antagonist for leaving a note on my neighbor's doorstep about his screaming children? I have lived in the same apartment building for about 5 years. Throughout my time here, I've had many neighbors come and go, and I have never had any noise issues. However, last year, a new neighbor moved in 3 units down. He's about 40 and has 3 children under the age of 4. For months, I have listened to his children scream, cry all day long, whether it be in his apartment or in the hallway. At first, I tried to ignore the behavior as I felt bad. It appeared he was a newly single father and was struggling. However, as time went on, it became clear that he just straight up lets his kids behave however they want. For example, when they shriek at the top of their lungs in the hallway right outside my door, he never says, "Shh, let's be quiet," or anything at all. He just lets it happen without a peep. Additionally, I have come to realize that the frequency and the volume of the screaming, crying, shrieking is way beyond what is normal. I'd venture to say I hear anywhere from 10 to 15 full-on tantrums every single day, all of which are ear-piercingly loud. And like I said, he does not say or do anything about these tantrums. It's now at the point where I find myself frustrated and annoyed in my own home all the time. Right now, I'm working on a paper in my apartment, and I can't even concentrate because all I can hear are his children. Because of this, I wrote a note, a polite note, and left it on his doorstep. Essentially, my note said that I sympathize with him, but the noise is out of control. I also stressed that I wanted to confront him directly first. I realized that sounds hypocritical since I left an anonymous note, rather than going straight to management. Am I the antagonist for leaving this note? Should I have handled it differently? Here's the update. After reading the comments on my original post, I decided to remove the note before my neighbor saw it. I took what some of you said into consideration. Perhaps I just needed to be more patient. I decided if the noise issue escalated, then I'd do something. Otherwise, I would just suck it up and use headphones like some of you advised. Well, today, his children screamed, shrieked 4 times within a 1-hour period in the hallway. This was right by my door, about 2 feet away from my apartment. The 4th time it happened, I opened my door and said, "Please don't scream in the hallway, guys." Once I said this, he told me that his kids are allowed to scream in the hallway or anywhere else in the building that they feel like. I told him that actually, no, they're not, according to our lease. He then told me to suck it up and to contact management and not to talk to him. After our conversation, he told all 3 of his kids, "You can be as loud as you want in here," and then shot me a nasty look and proceeded to walk to the stairs. Once he said that, all 3 kids started squealing as loud as possible on purpose. I sent management an email and they are talking to him first thing in the morning. I know some of you suggested I do this in the first place. I wish I did. Here's the second update. I just went down to the management office to follow up with the manager. She said she had a meeting set for today at 1 p.m. with the resident. She immediately contacted him when I emailed her last night. But then today, he emailed her saying he could no longer make the 1 p.m. meeting and asked why he had to come down. He's in his apartment right now doing nothing. He doesn't work. She told him he is in violation of his lease and it's best if he comes down. Apparently, he didn't reply to her. She told me that if he doesn't come down to meet with her, she is going to draft an official lease violation letter and begin the process of eviction. I was blown away. She's a great manager. She told me that his reaction, telling me his kids are allowed to yell and telling the kids to keep yelling, is the reason for how she's handling this, not purely the noise complaint. She said she's horrified and disgusted that somebody would handle the situation this way. Her and I both agreed that it was strange she would encourage me to not speak to him and to contact management rather than just simply telling his kids, shh, and appreciating I said something to him directly. Here's the last update. After I talked with management, I saw my neighbor bring his children to their mother's house. He's been in his apartment, alone for the last few days and hasn't come out. He has all the blinds drawn. He posted the following status on social media. I am the perfect success in all areas of life. My husband follows him, which is how I know this. I think he's pretending he's not home to avoid both myself and management. I don't know what to make of it, and I don't plan on getting involved. I'm assuming management got in contact with him, either in person, over email, or via a paper notice, and notified him that he violated his lease and he needs to fix the issue or else he will be evicted. And I'm assuming he said okay, but I don't know for sure. I haven't heard his kid scream in the hallway since the incident, which is relieving. However, the other day, we were both in the hallway at the same time. He had taken the stairs and I had taken the elevator and made direct eye contact. It was so awkward. Neither of us said anything, just unlocked our apartment doors in silence. Although, when he opened his door, his kids were screaming at the top of their lungs inside. I just laughed to myself and went inside. He can deal with the screaming in his apartment all he wants. I'm just happy I don't have to hear it in my hallway anymore. Hopefully. I'm really glad you complied with his request to take it to management. His entitlement is beyond belief, and he totally got what he deserved. If it happens again, I hope he gets evicted. Also, we have to give credit to management for being so effective. Maybe it wasn't the first time she heard about the guy. Let me know what you think about the story. And that's all for tonight. Be sure to visit us next time. And if you want to, leave a like and subscribe.